Hey, what's up you guys? Today's makeup tutorial is going to be this awesome robot cyborg character, which includes a few props that you're going to need. So, our prop list includes a bald cap, an artificial heart prop, an old circuit board you can rummage from a broken TV, a calculator, or just purchase one online, silver adhesive studs and foam poster board, mesh tubing, audio wire, and some good ol' aluminum foil. And if you want to go the full 9 yards, go ahead and grab a string of small flickering lights to make this look even more interactive. So let's get started. This look requires body painting, so I'm going to be doing this without a shirt on. I'm going to cover my hair with a bald cap and sealing this bald cap with liquid latex. This will create a textured surface that will hold face paint and work just like regular skin actually. Something important to know about bald caps is that it must be cut and fit to your own head and face shape, so it is advised that you have somebody to help you apply this bald cap for your own safety. For this very reason, I will be keeping the back of this bald cap open, just for my own safety. Most of this tutorial is fully frontal anyway, so it's not going to detract from our overall image in the long run. Alright, now to explain these little babies. I have cut small 2-inch strips from our silver foam poster board and placed our silver adhesive studs on each end. The length of these can vary based on your preference, but make sure that you make a handful of them to use later on. Alright, now to start painting. Using a white face paint, I will be covering my entire face and chest. After our body has a layer of white on it, let's start to apply our mesh tubing to our head. The tubes are hollow, so they lack the support to hold themselves up. In order to reinforce them, I will slide in some audio wire to give them some sort of skeleton, if you will. Now, to get them to actually stick to your head, we will be using scar wax. This is a product used to create cuts and injuries in makeup, but for us, it will be used as a second layer of skin and to hold our tubes in place. So secure the tubes both in front and in back of your head with this wax and blend the edges out to make it seamless. Repeat this step until you've got a head full of them. For me, I ended up with about 7. But it all depends on how big your noggin is. You may have more, you may have less. Alright, now for our next step is to lay some of the blueprints down for our new look. I have placed one of our silver strips onto our eyebrows and cut a silver strip of tinfoil to place as a chin strap. Now just keep in mind that all of these objects will be glued onto our face with liquid latex. Alright, now to sketch out our new body. I'm using a black body paint to sketch out our neck and then filling in all of that negative space with this black body paint. Our new neck will be divided into segments, and in order to create dimension, blend your black division lines downward to create a nice gradient. And now to explain this chest piece. The circuit board that I am using is from an old, broken refrigerator, but you can probably find one in an old, broken television or even a calculator. I also purchased a string of lights and I wound them through the circuit board to make it light up. And to attach our artificial heart, I'm just using Velcro strips on both the circuit board and the heart. That's how they stick together, and boom, we've got our chest piece. Now, to help the chest piece stay in place, we will wear it like a necklace, actually. Use some of the extra mesh tubing to tie onto the chest piece and secure it around your neck, loosely, so that the heart sits right over your rib cage where it normally would. The necklace part is going to be hidden because of all the other tubes that we have coming out of the back of our head. With all of these mesh tubes in front of us, it looks like the chest piece is actually bolted to our body, which is the goal, actually. So now to finish painting our body, I am using black eyeshadow to reveal our metal-plated body. And using silver loose eyeshadow to give our skin that metallic silver look. For highlights, I'm using a white cream paint on the highest points of our body to give us that shine, like our shoulders and our collarbones, and then I'm just going to be using black body paint to fill in all of the negative space. Alright, looking good! Now to add more details to our face. Feel free to place our homemade silver strips wherever you'd like, but remember to cover up that wax on our forehead with white body paint. Speaking of body paint, I will be creating the illusion of electric wire running through our robot body. So, using a mixture of reds, yellows, oranges, and even some blue, I am painting strokes of color in our black negative space. This is going to create our new electric nervous system. Sweet, right? Now let's finish off this face. I wanted this robot to follow the heart type theme that we've got going on, so I popped in some contact lenses and painted a heart shape upside down on our eye, and mixed a few shades of red to give it some dimension. I am now starting to glue more electronic pieces to my face. This part specifically came included with my roll of audio wire that I purchased. So I decided, hey, let's just incorporate it into our look. Remember that you are always the artist, so if you find something that totally rocks, use it and find out for yourself if it's gonna fit. Now, to add more futuristic features, I use black body paint to create statement lines down my cheeks and around my lips. Then, use black eyeshadow to give those lines some depth and dimension. I also add a few more silver strips and studs to our face just to keep the illusion that we are now made of metal. And the rest of this is final touches. I add some eyeshadow in the indentions of our head to create shadows, and I also add more colored lines to brighten up our new nervous system. And I add just a touch of color to our lips so that they aren't completely lost. And for the final step, it is now time to turn on those lights on your chest piece. It's alive! We did it! You are now a cyborg from the future. Congratulations. I hope you guys liked this tutorial, and what I hope you take away most is to be creative. You can add a couple more lights, you can use so many different colors, it's all up to you. So, till next time you guys, bye-bye!